Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind Let's Play of Wild Arms 2. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today, I'm so excited that I barely was able to say, this is your story-based gaming channel. Because today might be the final episode of the main story. I say that because I still plan on going back through the pyramids. I'm still not sure if we're going to defeat all of them, but at least show them off. And we still have to go to Pirate's Cave, or whatever that place is, now that we have the flare gun. But yeah, this might be the final part of the main story. It depends on how long it takes us to get through this dungeon. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day today. You may wonder what we're doing here instead of the spot that we were just at. I went back here to see if we could get back to the previous area, and you can. So this is not a point of no return. We can actually go back to where we were going, to where we were before. So do we go left, right, or up? Well, you know me, left is always right, so let's go left. We're still looking for one more red power, by the way. And that red, oh my goodness. Look at the size of that guy. We're looking for the red power called Sacrifice by Will-O-Wisp. These are not Will-O-Wisp. They look like Will-O-Wisp, but they are not Will-O-Wisp. And I have no idea if Valkyrie can take these guys out. So I'm going to just do a little bit of damage here. See how much HP they have. You know, they're immune to Earth, so Maribel is useless. That thing looks huge. He does die in one hit, though. Guys look like balloons, which is awesome because balloons are like the first enemy that you meet in the game, and the fact that we have enemies here which look like balloons is almost poetic. So yeah, I like that. All right, so let's see what left is. What? Some strange contraption. So that's a skull, that's a skull. I have no idea though what we need to do here to open that door. And as always, this game is super duper cryptic. And it doesn't tell you anything. Oh, they spin at different paces. So I need the skulls to be in a certain way. I'm guessing the skulls have to be up. In which case... that'll work. Yep. I was correct. Skulls had to be facing forward. Hey, how about that? I actually figured out one of these crazy puzzles in this game. Huh? I think that did something. Yeah, that did something. So what did it do? I have zero idea. But at least this door is not closed. Okay, so that was left. What about right? Same thing? Same thing. So close. So close. think that's it. Yep. Those little skull puzzles aren't very complicated. You just kind of have to move one and then the other multiple times. Alright. So what is all this statue moving doing? And which way did I come in on? I think it was this way is the way I haven't gone yet. No, this dungeon is going to be very, very annoying if all I'm doing is moving stone blocks. Like, super duper annoying. Prometheus. Arabelle is kind of useless here. Everything she does is immune. Dang it, I could always use her spells and that would solve the problem, but this is gonna get a very annoying dungeon if the entire dungeon is moving blocks to open doors. I need to go back there to see if those things can be moved. What do we got? We have more locks in Argetlahm. Still not what I'm looking for. Can you kill these guys in one shot? I like what Epilogue said. Epilogue said that I've used Valkyrie so much, we might as well call this Valkyrie profile. I thought that was a hilarious comment that he made in the last episode. I love Valkyrie profile. As you know, we did 3 games on the channel of Valkyrie profile with all the endings and all the seraphic gates, and I have no idea what it was we just picked up. It was Peppy Ick one, that was what it was. But yeah, and it was really fun because I did Covenant of the Plume with a Zappa, which was a lot of fun. Because I did one playthrough, he did another playthrough, then I did the third playthrough, and then he did the Seraphic Gate. And it was just so much fun to do those things together. So yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, if you missed our Valkyrie profile playthrough, go back and watch it. It's fantastic. If you go to the description of my video, in every description, I have a spreadsheet link. Well, at least I have a spreadsheet link for, you know, when I started to make these spreadsheet links. For www.tinyurl.com/FlightlessBird And if you click on that link, you'll be able to see all of my playthroughs on the channel with direct links to every playthrough, so it's very easy to navigate. And we have Valkyrie Profile 1 there, we have Valkyrie Profile 2, and we have Covenant of the Plume, which was the tactical RPG. I'm really, oh god, this place is gonna be a nightmare. I don't know, I'm gonna get lost so easily in this place. Like, so easily. This may not be the final episode. I'm just saying, this may not be the final episode because there's a very high possibility I'm gonna get completely and totally confused. And I will not know. I will not know the way to go, and it's gonna take me until the end of the episode to get to like the final boss. And if that's true, then the next episode will be the final boss and the ending story. So that's not such a bad thing. Wow, Absolute Zero worked really well there. So we're seeing something besides Valkyries. I guess that's a plus. Okay, so all 3 places take me to... I need to go the center way to see if there's anything in the center. I know it looks like I'm doing a lot of backtracking. It's just because I'm trying to map this place. And I am not very good with maps at all, so... Hmm. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Everything looks like everything. Maribel does not want to be outshone by Tim, apparently. This is so annoying. Everything looks like everything. How am I supposed to know which is the way I'm supposed to go? I feel like I need to draw a map in this place. Now, I don't like doing that. I remember playing a game called Lagoon for the Super Nintendo when I was younger. And that game has very, very annoying maps. Or very annoying dungeons. They don't tell you. I need to go back to the left side. But Lagoon has these very annoying dungeons, and the only way that you have any chance of figuring out what to do is if you draw maps. And it was incredibly annoying of a game because I constantly had to draw maps to find the things that I was looking for, and like I said, it was incredibly annoying. And I kind of feel like that about this game here. I feel like I need to draw a map because I think I'm going backwards right now. And that's not great. But I think I want to go on the left side here. Because I know the right side takes me to an area where I need to manipulate statues. But what does the left side bring me to? There's a new enemy. I need that new enemy because I'm still missing one. Megaton seems to be a go-to spell here for Maribel. Have you ever played a game where you thought the map or the dungeon was way too complicated for the game? And I don't mean games that are purposely overly complicated just to be overly complicated. Like, if you were to take a Shin Megami Tensei game, yeah, I know those games can be stupidly overcomplicated for no reason at all except to be stupidly overcomplicated. And I love the Shin Megami Tensei games, don't get me wrong. But one of my favorite Shin Megami Tensei games is called Strange Journey. And Strange Journey has the most ridiculous dungeons. Because there's warp tiles, there's pit tiles, there's darkness tiles where the map function just doesn't work because you can't map in darkness. And there's just so many things in the game that drive you absolutely insane because of the way the maps are designed. It's what makes me fear playing Etrian Odyssey one day. Because I remember playing one Odyssey game. I think it was a fourth one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a fourth one because that's what others have told me based on what I remember. It's like some map where you're like in an overworld with an airship or something. But anyway, I feel like going backwards now. But I know that there's some map designs that are insane, and yeah, I'm kind of not looking forward to being driven absolutely insane by that kind of stuff. First try? First try? It's the last one? I don't get a trophy for that? Lame. Pretty sure I have every single power. You guys help me! That was pretty cool. Why is Maribel so hurt? Alright, this is easily fixed. All right, now that we got all the monsters we need, we are good for that. I really feel like I need to make a map of this dungeon. Problem is that I'm already so deep in the dungeon that to make a map would basically mean that we need to start the entire dungeon from scratch. Okay. May not be a bad thing that we hear. Like I said, my strategy is to go back and forth one at a time. Because eventually, as you can see, we'll get to the point where we can open the door. It's not the fastest. It's probably the fastest way to do it. Because you don't know exactly how they're going to spin. Save point. With a lot of doors. Probably don't want to go up first. So that is a reference to Final Fantasy 3. First time I played Final Fantasy 3, I went up first. Braver best. I went up first, and needless to say, that was not a good idea. Oh, wow, look at that magic resist go up. Oh, ho, ho. So glad I came here first. Instead of going to the pyramids. But yeah, in Final Fantasy 3, if you go up first, you fight the final boss. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to fight all the side areas first. Otherwise, the final boss is at full power. And if the final boss is at full power, it's gonna wreck you in one hit. I'm not kidding. One hit and you're dead. And that's what happened to me the first time I played Final Fantasy 3. And there is no save points in Final Fantasy 3. And the last dungeon is really big. And it takes basically about over 2 hours to go through that dungeon. And I spent about 2 hours going through the dungeon. And I went up not knowing any better. Final boss one-shot me because it was at full power. And by one-shot me, did like quad 9s to my entire team. So there's literally no way you can survive. And yeah, I had a load from my last save point, which was about 2 hours out. Needless to say, that really made me angry. This is some great armor. So it increases defense and magic resist. Although she didn't get one. Kind of weird. Everyone else got good armor. I did get some other things. I wonder if those were weapons. Or maybe hats? Or maybe items? I remember seeing the full Neba. Nullifies all status abnormality. That's really good. Did I get new hat? Yeah, I think I got a new hat. Dead Heat. Or that's another hat that I didn't get before. So, I think Either having Tim or Loka with the full Libra is not a bad idea. Although she could also use the Holy Grail if something is instant killing me, because she can revive. I forgot to get Crest. I needed to get like high revive to be cheaper, and I forgot. Alright, you want a Holy Tablet, that's not a bad idea. Stops luck from jumping, I don't need that anymore. So I'll give you the full Libra, especially since you have status lock. So basically, you can status lock to other people and then you don't have to worry about yourself. And what's more important is if I don't have a chance to status lock before they get a chance to hit me. Yeah. You have increased luck by 2 levels. I really don't need that. It's nice, but I don't need it. Could get a lot more physical defense. I could get more magic resist, which is good. I could get petrification or paralysis. I don't really know which one I would need though. And with our girl, I don't really need it. Could just go for more physical defense. You do not need this. Actually, when you have Elven Boots, actually I do care about Elven Boots. I don't know if we're about to fight the final boss or not. And if we're not about to fight the final boss, I want to make sure we have Elven Boots on to make sure we get advantage. Is this the final boss? It definitely looks like the final boss. Like, this looks like a final boss. Multiple paths. I wonder if the game is going to make me split up into... So, you finally made it here. That voice is Irving. Where? Where are you? Show yourself. The Kuiper build was once again trapped in the vessel. But the Kuiper build gushed out of the vessel, and now Filgaia itself is. Its roots have divided and spread to even the guardian of moon, Glaive le Gable. At this rate, no matter how much we attack the body, the roots will get enough energy to endlessly regenerate. First, the 3 roots extending out from the Kuiper belt must be caught, and the regeneration stopped. I pray for the safety and success of the Orm's members. Do this while my will keeps all of the Kuiper belt from spilling out of the vessel. Irving, what's going on? Irving? Huh? All the dots. All I can do is believe what Irving told me. It's necessary to cut these 3 roots to destroy the main body of the Kuiper belt. Let's split the party into 4 now. Separate units will attack each root, and the 4th unit will attack the main body. Who will take route A? Main route will take the main body. This is tricky. Because I have feel like the main body probably gonna be the strongest. So let's just send Brad. We'll send Cannon. Like, ideally, I want Ashley, Lilica, Tim, and Maribel to all be present. But I think Maribel and Tim can handle things. I don't have the ability to revive, which Lilica has, but I do have items. So I would say Lilica go in that route. Or from the assigned routes. Brad, Kanan, Lilica. Yeah, let's go with this. I can always reload if this is problematic. I think Kanan's route may be the hardest, because Kanan has the weakest physical defense. Oh, wow. Actually kind of fun, I will admit. That was actually kind of fun. Now, if I don't have to fight any bosses or anything, then this is fine. Oh. Like I said, it's actually kind of fun. I know it looks annoying, but this is kind of neat. I hit those last 5 platforms perfectly, by the way. Kind of weird how they have this really long platform here. Oh, these are going much faster. Ooh. Oh yeah! Woohoo! Like I said, kind of fun. I wonder if it's gonna be the 3 of them in this boss fight, or if it's gonna be the other 3 that I sent through the other way. Encroaching Bale Universe, the first route. Just gonna be Brad all by himself? You're seeing that with all this pressure, there's more out there. Like I said, this could be difficult. Because it's like we're fighting it all alone. And Kanan has the least defense. So that's why I'm worried about Kanan. I mean, Kanan can hit really hard once she gets going, unlike the others, but she also has a low HP threshold. I mean, Brad's kind of like a tank. He can take all this. I could use an FP skill, but then I'm going to lose a bunch of stats. Oh, good time for a crit! Atmosphere re-entry. Is that gonna be like a final attack like behemoths do? Wow, that hurt. That's why I'm worried about Kanan. Hyperion Inferno. Because I don't necessarily have enough heals to keep me going super long term. And I kind of want to save some of those heals for some of the super fights. But you have to do what you have to do. Now, if I had a fire ring here, I may be able to absorb all that damage, but there's no guarantee that I would not be healing it either. Again, I don't want to use my FP skills because that's going to drop my stats. Right now, every little bit of defense is helpful here. And I could use one of his arms abilities, but they're not always guaranteed to hit. I forgot to increase... I also forgot to increase Ashley's new arm. Although, did I get it in the last dungeon? Because if I did, I wouldn't have had time to get it charged. Holy cow! Giant SDI cannon! I think that was that. I think that's what that was called. The SDI cannon from Red Alert 2. I mean, that barely did as much damage as his punches did. That's kind of weird. Back to back to back boss fights. I mean, they do give you Gimble coins, so it's not like this is something where if you lose one, you got to redo them all over again. Encroaching Parallel Universe, the second route. Not to be confused with the first or the third, this is the second. This is how it should be. The sets of woe will be perfect for my exercising evil. I like how they all probably have unique dialogues too for this. That's really neat. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get up to Eagle Claw so we can just spam the heck out of that. Because you're not going to be doing a lot of damage without it. The problem though is Kanan has a lot less defense and a lot less special defense. So this is going to be a really annoying fight where I'm going to have to go through a lot of healing items. This is also kind of unfair, the way they do this. Oh! Squiggly lines! Wonderful! Got what those do. I think it makes so that I don't gain FPS fast, which is not a big problem anymore. But it does kind of suck that I don't have the ability to equip status ailment defense right now, because I already put that on a character, which means I can't just sub it off. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go through a lot of Mega Berries, and this really sucks. If that plagued, it would be instant game over, because I don't have the opportunity to cure Plague and keep up the offensive. She doesn't have the HP that Brad does, but her attack is much higher with Eagle Claw. Man, if I didn't have this ability, this fight would be a lot harder. I want to see if I can end the fight right now, and if not, I'll probably rewind. Because I'm going to die. So, normally I would have healed here, but I just want to see what this is going to do. Hey, it did work. Fantastic. I was hoping it would. Save myself a berry. Now, Lilica has a lot of heals. So, Lilica's fight may be longer, technically speaking, because she doesn't do a lot of damage, but she can outlast. Encroaching Parallel Universe, the third route. Problem is, I don't have a lot of damage with her. And I didn't get all of her crests, which was dumb of me. A negotiated resolution is impossible with all this bickering. Like, if I would have had more of her spells, I could have done more here. And now I'm going to regret not doing that. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to attack, try to maximize her FPS as fast as possible. It's going to help. This thing is going to help a lot by hitting me really hard. Probably shouldn't have done that. That's a waste of a turn. Because this thing's going to pop me to 100 FP. I don't need to... I don't know if this will work. Let's try it. I doubt this is going to work. This is a false. Yeah. That's a waste of a turn. Who put up Shell and Protect? Like I said, I can outlast this fight. It's not going to be super fast, but I can outlast it. Oh, that's pretty. I don't think I have to worry about protection here. Pretty sure this is all magic attacks. I think this is 1400 last time. That's just... Gel just doesn't do what you think it does. Marvel would have been a better person to use here, I think. My best spell is High Spark. I mean, if it does at least 1200 damage, okay. It's resistant, but it does 2000. Again, if I would have had all my high spells, if I would have been smarter to get that, I would be in a much better position. I thought she had it. All right. Okay. I had that item on now, so it's not a big deal. That can no longer threaten me anymore. And thankfully, the boss did it on her and not Kanan, because she has a little bit more tricks here. I can't believe I only have one ice spell, and it's a spell that it resists. What about Noah? Will Noah do more? Yes, Noah does more. All right. So she has a lot of attack power. She has a lot of defense. This fight will go actually a lot easier than I thought it would. Like, this is gonna... Dangerous to not heal here. It's very dangerous to not heal here. Because he could hit me for like 1600. And then poison could kill me. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem, but I'm doing a ton of damage with Noah. So as long as I alternate every other turn with Noah and heal, I should be fine. Again, that poison is slowing me down a lot. You don't realize how high 300 damage is. But when you're fighting by yourself in a situation like this, 300 damage could kill you. Could dual cast here, but that may kill me. Because unless I can kill it, it may kill me. I think I'm close. Okay, I was close. Cool. No berries needed. Good job, Loka. Did you just take a tick of poison damage after the fight? Come on, game. Seriously? Whoa, look at this. Wow, that's cool. Dude, that's so cool. Arena's here. Oh, the others. Scott, Tony. It's dangerous here. Hurry and get inside. Your Highness, to come to such a place. This ghastly thing is the battle risking Filgaia's fate. The battle of the heroes. No, sir. Everyone has weaknesses and frailties. They are humans just like us. They're humans who shed tears and blood. They get hurt and ragged, but still fight. It's not a battle of heroes. It's people just like us fighting. So we have to fight with them. But I am powerless. Fighting is. Let's believe that that'll be a battle. To offer a prayer, intense feelings always reach the intended. To one's prayers and goodwill, distance makes no difference no matter how far it is. I don't want to let go of the hand's grasp. Our support won't reach from here. We need to move closer, Scott. Oh wait, which one had the other voice? I just screwed up the voices. Oh well. In my opinion, the power of emotions is simply unrealistic. But to not be able to believe in my friends here and now, that isn't a world worth. It's not logic, it's my own conclusion. Lilica and Tim, Brad, Kanan, and Maryville, come back safely. Please, Ashley, fight. And by the way, unless there's some hidden ending that you get if you defeat all the pyramids, I am not going to be coming back here. Like, once we beat the game, I'm going to be loading back to, most likely it's going to be this slot here. And we'll just leave the dungeon from there. So, I do not plan on going through this again. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is a sliding block puzzle of epic proportions. Okay, I went ahead and looked up a solution because I don't want to have to deal with this puzzle. Like, I just do not want to have to deal with sliding block puzzles. And, yeah. So, screw that. So, basically, if you just do this and follow my pattern and then do it again. You got the answer. So, yep. Thank you. Who made this document? Thank you to Shaka Nova from GameFAQs. Thank you, Shaka Nova. I appreciate you doing all that hard work for me. Well, like at the end game, and it throws this complicated puzzle in front of me. I'm like, oh, I got time for that. I want to see how this ends. Dang it. Irving. Why? That's what your face is saying. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. We fought side by side to protect Filgaia, right? Then why? You're right. I fought for Filgaia too. I'm no different from you on that point. Then what were you thinking? What are you trying to do here? I knew of the threat the Kuiper Core posed before anyone else. To fight the being consume the world, a large power is needed, almost as large as Filgaia. But there are as many opinions as there are peoples. People aren't strong enough to instantly unify against such an unimaginable threat. That's why I created a clearly perceptible threat for people to experience. That was the terrorist organization Odessa? An easily understood threat disturbs people more easily. What would happen if the defenders of justice showed up? Yep. You arms guys showed up. People began to unite across national boundaries. You already know that. To oppose the Kuiper build, all countries set cooperative policies to fight against it together. The prison of mana, the Trapper Zilhedron, couldn't have been invoked without cooperation from all three nations. This sounds a lot like The Watchmen. You know, The Watchmen comic book, where Asmodeus is uniting the world under the idea of a foreign threat. That's exactly what this story is in the end. And I'm sorry if I spoiled a comic book that's been around since, quick Google check. Watchmen comic release date. That's been around since 1987. Yeah, I'm sorry if I spoiled a story from 1987. I actually read the full comic book of The Watchmen. Then I saw the movie, and I liked the movie, which is not a lot of people did, but I thought the movie was very, very in line with the comic book. And even though it's long and sometimes it drags in places, I really appreciate what they did with the movie. Well, what you've done is wrong. People have been hurt from your plan. Some have even lost their lives. It was all to protect Filgaia, to protect the future of humanity. I can't sacrifice an individual for the larger goal. If I could have gotten the power to fight, I'd have. If I could have gotten the Argetlahm, I would have taken such measures. But without becoming a hero, I won't be able to save Filgaia. Whoa. What just happened? What is it? It's clear that the physical attacks on the parallel universe, a conceptual being, are meaningless. So think of this universe as a life form, consider it a spirit, and seal it in a vessel. In essence, the flesh that should have been destroyed is created. It's what I suggested to Odessa by using the demon summoning my sister will have inside her. By making Artesia a vessel, the abominable life form will. Stop! How far will you go to achieve your goals? Are you saying you offered your own sister as a sacrifice? It wasn't to be a sacrifice, but to be a hero. Not the Sword Magess, but the Madonna of Destruction summoned under Valeria's name. Whoa. I'm also wondering, could you have made this fight like infinitely harder by not recruiting Marvel? Because then you would have only had 2 people, right? Encroaching Parallel Universe, the Kuiper Core. Is this it? I mean, the music definitely gives off final boss vibes. Oh my gosh, how big that thing gives off final boss vibes. This is it, my friends. Let's go. Anastasia never wanted anything like this. I don't expect you to forgive me. You like my demon 4B party. Look how cute I am. What the heck is that thing? In order to save Filgaia, I had no choice. They had to destroy the Kuiper belt on her own, before my consciousness gets swallowed up. Is it already too late? I know myself better than anyone else. But it's strange, even though I know we'll slash each other, I have no fear or regrets. I'm happy. I'm happy I had the opportunity to be with you all, rather than I'm sad that we won't see each other ever again. I'm very happy I got to be with you all, and that we could protect Filgaia together. I promised Anastasia that I'd stop Valeria's suffering. Irving, Altasia, let's fight together. We are doing this. Okay, first thing we need to do, turn off auto battle. Second thing we need to do, power up. Don't know if destroying body parts is helpful anymore, because if this is the final boss, it's not going to matter if we get extra experience. but I'll do it anyway. Tim, I need you to feed mini carrots to Ashley. And I need you to make sure we have our status locks up. I can even see Ashley attack this thing. I was trying to say magnitude it is, but that's like not the right word. Then I was gonna say magnificent, but it's not magnificent, it's just big. Okay, that is not a problem at all. Because we have heals. And once we get our final status lock up, I mean, I could win this fight with just Tim and Ashley, providing I didn't get status control. Because as long as I'm not status controlled, this fight is just academic. But it's hard to know if you would have or not. I don't know if I need to do this because I do have that item, but then again, this game has been trolly sometimes. So just to make sure I don't get trolled, I'm gonna go ahead and cast status lock on herself. Even though I have that item equipped, I don't trust it. I have Dragon Quest 11 bad memories. In Dragon Quest 11, you can't get full status protection. You get like 10% status protection. Then you get another item that gives you 10%. Another item that gives you 10%. And it's like you never actually get full status protection. You just get parts of status protection, which is really, really annoying. All right, Tim. We have a chance here. So I want you to mini carrot. I want you to mini carrot. Just feed Ashley as much as possible. Oh my gosh. 24,000 damage. That's a lot. And now Ashley is basically powered up at this point. We have full status protection, so we don't need to worry about any of that. Yeah, you just nuke that one guy. I don't even think you need to do anything. Have I seen Lucifer? I don't want. Yeah, I've seen Lucifer, and I'd rather not do anything that will lose me FP. My points here. Where's that last one? Did just go? Huh. So you could do quad 9 with that if you can plan it correctly. Ice Elemental, Red Power All. Sure. Although I think it's weak to fire. Yeah, it's weak to fire. What am I doing? I mean, the fact that Ashley is nuking this thing for 20,000+ damage. Oh! Okay, never mind. I guess that side is not weak to fire. The other side was weak to fire. That side is not weak to fire. So we're just gonna Mad Lucy at it instead. Gonna first aid, and you're going to I assume it's like ice based maybe? Or water based? It still do a lot of damage even if I don't have my big guns. Never mind. Apparently I can do 0 damage. Luciad, shoulder, heel, and why don't you just do your pan thing? A port. Guess I probably should just do her normal attack, but she attacks with Earth Element. And that means there's no guarantee it's going to actually do anything. I mean, the body seems to be completely resistant to all magic. Yeah, let's use a port. It's consistent. May not do a ton of damage, but it's consistent. Speaking of consistent, if you want to help me grow the channel, the best way you can do that is by giving this video a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe. Super duper appreciate that, my dear friends. I don't know if I've already asked that this video. If I did, apologies. It's not something I normally used to ask, but I figure it doesn't hurt. As long as I'm not like I have a pet peeve when it comes to asking for likes and subscribes. And that is when someone starts a video and the first thing they do is ask you to like and subscribe. It's like, I haven't even seen your video yet. Why are you saying to like and subscribe if I haven't seen your video? When you ask within the first 10 seconds, that drives me crazy. So I try not to ask like that. But I mean, if you're here watching this video at this point, you've been watching it for a while. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. You truly are the #1 YouTube comedian in all of YouTube, and I really do appreciate you all. It's a good thing we're almost done with this boss because we're at an hour. I don't think my Fire Blast is going to hurt this thing. Because we tried doing a fire attack to it and it did nothing. Love A-Port. Such a cool spell. Just drop a pan on the enemy. Yeah, I could have done this with just Ashley and Tim, providing it's not status elementing. And it might be. And if it is, well then I don't think there's a way we could have done it. Because I just used the healing thing on Lilica, so I can't get it back. And if this thing can disease, it would almost be impossible to do healing diseases and healing damage. You kind of have to hope that the enemy doesn't do any attacks that do like 1500 damage. Just a matter of time, my dear friends, and we will be at the end. Yeah, you kind of have to hope for the attacks like that. You know, attacks that give you a turn where you can heal up and everything before going back on the offensive. But if that attack does status elements, then you can't use that as like a break. I'm doing about 8,000 damage per turn. Those enemies that give a ton of EXP, they have about 500,000 or so HP, so it is possible that this guy could also have like 500, 600, 700,000 HP. But again, I'm doing about 8,000 damage per turn, so you're figuring about 10 turns. Did I not heal myself? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Don't need to heal. We have done it! Right, and there's into phase 2. Or phase 3. Nope. How? Why are they giving us EXP now? Doesn't make any sense. Game's over. What is it? I mean, they just did give me 4 boss fights back to back to back to back to back. So normally I'd be kind of hesitant to celebrate because RPGs love to have second, third, fourth, fifth final forms. But we just did have multiple fights. Hey, we got celebratory music. Let's go! Well, the music lasted for like 5 seconds. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, our entire team is back together too. Form a nice little triangle as well. Woo! What a game. Well, we're not done yet though. We still have the pyramid bosses. Hey, we won, right? We were able to save Filgaia, right? Seems a little anticlimactic though. Everyone just kind of disappeared. But why is everyone so sad? Were we wrong? Because we won, we were right, right? Because we won, we were right, isn't the... Because we were right, we were right, isn't the reason. Everything that happened here is a fact. That's all there is to it. We didn't win or lose. It's just over. Finished. With all the biblical references in this game, saying it is finished. Oh. What just happened? What is going on? Argetlahm. Whoa, what in the world happened? Where is everyone? Where am I? Voice heard somewhere. It's a world where I am. It's a world the destruction began. Who are you? Lord Blazer. Oh. I don't think it's over yet. You ask who I am. It's harsh after we've been together for so long and even fought too. No, you're the disaster that turned Filgaia red with fire. Finally been freed from those chains. It's great to have a body again. I owe you my thanks. It was my good fortune to live inside your body after being trapped behind the event horizon. The negative feelings that grew inside you during battles are now the food that sustains me. My negative feelings? You're saying I helped resurrect you? It's not just you. Swirling inside all humans are the most unsightly and strong energy forces. In your battles, you've seen the true nature of people, and it's the negativity that I feed on. I'll give you the honor of witnessing the world burning into oblivion. Stop it. Now! Are you going to draw it? That abominable Argetlahm. It is definitely the absolute perfect sword to destroy me. But don't say you forgot that you weren't able to draw the Argetlahm. Once you had my strength you tried to destroy. Finally got the sword. Now that I'm free of your body, only a mere human, you cannot draw Argetlahm. Argetlahm is meant to be wielded by the hero of the sword. Lament the era of no heroes, and live in fear of the future that I will burn to smithereens. It's definite. I'm not the hero chosen by the sword. Then I struggle. Don't resist me. Accept the future. The world we live in, the all-important Filgaia, is not such a puny world that's sustained by the power of only a hero. This world is full of the interactions and exchanges of the people and their thoughts, so the power that sustains the universe exists in Filgaia. It's the power of all life. It's a time without heroes. That's what you said. No, not without heroes, but an era that doesn't need heroes. We don't need a hero. There's no value in a world protected by such things. If everyone's hearts become one, then we can rise and stand together. When three hearts are joined as one, we can support the world without sacrificing a hero. Miracles can happen. Never make the same mistake Irving made. When six hearts are joined as one. I can tell now. Our hearts are becoming one. The Argetlahm isn't something to be pulled out by the hero alone. Ooh. Is this Lord Blazer? Blaze a disaster! Lord Blazer! I like that effect that he had with his name. That is so cool. Oh, look at this. Look at our boy! Is that figure the hero of the sword from Argetlahm? Let's go. Let's go all fight this together. Is this like Cloud and Sephiroth? This. Alright, this episode might be a bit long today. Power up. I really hope this thing doesn't nuke me with its elements. That was completely neutralized. Nice. I don't need to up response value. Could heal myself here. Sword attack with the power of friends. It reminds me of Cloud vs. Sephiroth. That's it. That's it exactly. The weapon, the Argetlahm, isn't a weapon to bury humans. By gathering the will to live into power, it becomes a key to open the door to the future. It's not a power to be wielded alone. It's a power for everyone to wield together. It's so cool. Got like a little cutscene while we do our attack. Oh my gosh! That does damage. Has it arrived? Has my prayer arrived? If it won't arrive when I pray alone, we'll pray together as one. Everyone was born on this star and lived here. Mine's a lot like a Final Fantasy IV when everyone's praying for us. Although this is like during our attack sequences. And you might miss those cutscenes if you don't do that power. It's pretty crazy to think about. This is an amazing final fight. This music, the atmosphere, the special skills that we do. I could have full healed, but that costs FP. Everything depends on being alive. Only when you're alive do you get to fall in love or get to fight with others. Tomorrow comes because today's light starts the creation of future then. This light should be delivered to those battling at the end of today. Thank you, my friends. I didn't want this thing to die. I want to see all those scenes. I can clearly feel it. Right now, all the souls of Filgaia are trying to join together. It's stopping our life from fighting simply to keep alive. We are not powerless. We have the strength of our united hearts. Take this power and throw it against the wars confronting you. Thank you. I feel like Goku launching a spirit bomb. Everyone, I need your power! Come on, y'all, lift your hands up. Give Ashley the power he needs. Refresh just barely out heals his damage. May just want to like do a big barrier or something. Hoping it would just physically attack me, but he's not. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. This battle is to save our precious world. That's why we must fight too. We don't need to be protected by someone special. Because it's important, so very important, we must protect it ourselves. If someone has to be the hero, then anyone should be able to become the hero. The powers must have reached them, right? Everyone is fighting to protect Filgaia now. Woof, woof, woof. Thank you, my friends. Getting those stats up, I think, helped a lot too because we're mitigating the damage. It's not a lot, but it's enough to keep us going pretty consistently. We're not going to push it or the fondue. Because it's so important, we're going to protect it with our own hand. I'm not sure if we can handle it on our own, but if we get into trouble, help us out, dude, okay? When you get into a bind, the young arms could help you out in return. We like Filgaia, just like everyone else. Yeah, I can still impulse. I love it. This world, the life we live, and Ashley are. I like today better than yesterday, and I like the unknown tomorrow even more. Let's all head out to tomorrow together. Everyone together. Thank you, Marina. Coming home for you. Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh! That's all I needed. Support of his love. Talk about quad nines. How about Cinco nines? Quinque nines? I don't know. Whatever 5 nines is. No need for heroes. Beat Lord Blaze and save Filgaia. So, it's finally over. We won, right? Ashley won, right? Heck yeah! But I wasn't the one that won. Everyone here, and everyone waiting for us. And everyone in FlightlessBird's community to give me the strength to carry on. Well, it's a victory we won together. I'm not a hero. It's the future we grabbed hold of ourselves. Come on, give me a break. Don't hustle me. I refuse to ever do such unsuitable work. Let's go home together. Let's all go home to Filgaia. Woohoo! To the world we've all been waiting for. Oh, look at Colette. Adorable. I'm so worried. Steps right in her path. Aww. That was the moment the strain of tension finally slackened. More than having destroyed the Kuiper Belt or Lord Blazer, seeing everyone's laughter again makes me realize it's really over. But you all aren't the only ones laughing. I have someone waiting for me, and when I heard someone saved a place for me to return to, I broke into laughter, too. Aww. Colette said thanks to me. So I said thanks back. That's not so strange, is it? Not at all. Not at all. Because in that moment, that's what I wanted to say. And so, everything was disclosed. At the beginning and end of this battle was a sin named Valeria. This sin was called a hero. If the lives in Filgaia survived because of this sin, then its continued life is its atonement. It's good for the sin to live on in atonement. Those who can atone are. The cross that is too heavy to bear alone is no longer, so when everyone on this star supports it. Sleep now, the blood of Valeria. No one needs a hero anymore now that they've realized their might. If the darkness meant to destroy Filgaia's future is dismantled, the chant of peace hoped for will be heard. Chant of peace hoped for will be heard. Very poetic. Very nice. What was that? Reminds me of Lena from Chrono Cross. Got a wooden spoon, ready to smack someone if they got a line. I wonder how this all would have been different without Mervel. Because she's optional, right? Like, she wouldn't even be in this scene. I think at the end of the day, Mervel is probably my favorite character. In terms of usefulness plus personality. I think it's in terms of personality alone, I think Kanan is probably my favorite. No matter what you say, humans are strange creatures. I really loved him as well. He's amazing. Besides being frail, people get lost along the way and make false moves. The whole cast is really good in this game. Like from top to bottom, every single character was incredible. Then they sometimes don't realize their mistakes and hurt those who are close. Never found out what really happened with Lilika's sister. Yet at the same time, they know how to link arms and band together. If you ask why, must you answer so? While acknowledging their own weaknesses, when they take aim at a far-off goal, they join hands. Those who extend a hand and those who take the hand, it can't be done without trust. Hold on there, just a minute. It's not clear if humans are weak or strong from this. Well then, I'll try to explain it. A crimson double time is eternal. Seems like we're getting a scene from every character. which I don't mind at all. I think that's great. A broken clock starts to move to some rhythm. A clock that had stopped, like that, starts to move. Stories always start suddenly. Focus your eyes, listen closely, and pay attention. The life starting now is even more unpredictable than the battlefield. To be honest, if I were thrown out on my own, I'd be apprehensive. Yet, that doesn't mean I just stop. You're on my side. Better still, I have friends who will fight beside me. Next time, I'll have them help. A real hero is very cool, but I'll never be able to fill that role, so it's all a sham, I guess. That's not bad either. For things to change, to go from the past to the future, is for time to pass. It is not only me. Everyone will eventually go their own way. I know. I'm not crying. I'm okay. I'm cool. That's because it's not goodbye, but till we meet again. No matter where you go, it's not an end, but a beginning. You know how long it took me to learn that? Like on YouTube? You know, when I finish a video, finish a playthrough, I'm always afraid that I'm happy that we're all departing for our new lives together. I'm always afraid that the people who I met in that playthrough are going to go somewhere else. You know? I mean, I was lucky enough to meet everyone here who I love with all my heart. So once we finish Wild Arms 2, people are going to say, okay, we saw Wild Arms 2, we saw Wild Arms 1. It's not going to be like a long time till we play Wild Arms 3, most likely. So we're just going to dip out. And thanks for the time, FlightlessBird. And for people who did just join me for this one playthrough, I want to say thank you. I am very honored, and my life is better with you in it, and my life is better having met you. So I want to say thank you for that. But it took me a while to learn that that's okay. Life is but meetings and partings. And you meet some people and you part ways with others, but you never forget the time that you shared with them. You never forget the journeys you went on with them. You never forget the memories you made. And I just hope that I've been, a positive force in life and a positive memory that you can take away. The King of Maribor has officially announced the dissolution of arms. And for those who stay with me, I'm excited for our future and what we can do together. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. Even if this didn't happen, we all would have eventually pursued our own destinies. So today's goodbye isn't sad for me. Even if it was only for a moment, our hearts were once joined together as one. Yes, exactly. Ashley is saying what I just said. And even if we're not heroes, we accomplished a major feat. If we join our souls, we can accomplish things even a noble hero can't do. No matter where we go, we join our hearts. We'll always be together. When our hearts come together as one. And what do I mean by maybe a while before you play Wild Arms 3? Well, next up would be Radiant Historia Perfect Chronologica. And then after that, I'm thinking of doing Kudelka to finish off the Shadowheart series. Which means the next community vote won't be till after Kudelka. So if you want to see Wild Arms 3, make sure you vote for it in our next community vote. Otherwise, I'll play it eventually. I do really love this series, so continuing on is something I definitely want to do. And some of you guys in the community section said you like Wild Arms 3 the best. Some of you said it wasn't the best, so I'm always excited though to hear when someone says it's the best. Even if one person says the best and 100 people say it's the worst, that one person who said it's the best, I want to know why you think it's the best. And I want to go into the game with a heart prepared to be blown away by why this game is amazing. And I always try to find the best in every game. Well, Marina, have I changed? And for the most part, out of all the games we played on our channel, I think there was only one game that's probably not true. Yeah, you have. You're kind of different. Okay, there's 2 games. Final Fantasy VIII didn't end up liking, although I tried. And Silent Hill Shattered Memories. You look more mature. I think you're taller. Wait, let's see. Played about 150 games on the channel. I think Perfect Chronologica is going to be 149. Something like that. Crazy. 5 years, amazing. Your kiss is far away. Aww. Come on, Ashley, don't leave her. Please don't leave her. You can tell he's not fulfilled. And that's how the game ends with that? Oh man. That's bittersweet. Because it feels like he's never truly came home. And oh, that's heartbreaking. Man. Well, it is what it is. Woo! What a game, what a game, what a game, what a game. And of course, we're not done yet. As you know, we still have the Pirates Haven we got to go into. We still have almost looks like lunar graphics. Very cool. We still have the pyramid bosses to check out. I probably have about another 10 hours of grinding to do. Or something like that. But regardless, we still have a lot that needs to be done. So I'm not promising, as I said, that I would do everything in the game. But I at least want to show off everything in the game. And I think that's important. That we at least try to do that. I'm not always someone who's a full completionist. When it came to Final Fantasy VII, I realized that the amount of grinding I would have to do to fight the weapons was a little bit too ridiculous. And I said, I really don't want to do that. I know that if I use pots and elixirs, I could do it eventually. My good buddy Kaiser Gaming has been playing through Final Fantasy VII, and he's been grinding like crazy, grinding pots, getting a ton of AP to master all the materia and all that. And bless you for doing that. For me, that's a little, it's a little much. And I fully think he's amazing for doing it, but I'm not going to do it on every game. The bottom line is I do not want to hate the game I'm playing. And I find that sometimes when you overgrind to do something, you could end up disliking the game because you just get bored of it, or you think it's stupid because it's ridiculously hard or something like that. And there are times when I feel that it's okay to walk away happy to know that you've done what you've done. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's got a little umbrella for her. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so nice. These last scenes are really, really sweet. But yeah, that's kind of how I like to do RPGs. I will do as much as I can, but I'm not gonna go crazy over it. I'm not going to promise something I can't do. But if I can do it, I will try to do it. You know, when it came to Silent Hill, I wanted to get every ending in every game. And out of 9 games I've played so far, I've gotten every single ending in every game except for one. And that's because I didn't like Shattered Memories. And I was like, I'm not going to kill myself over playing a game I don't like to play. So, yeah. There's Irving. We didn't get any other things about Irving. I mean, we saw Irving in the in our impulse attacks. I wonder if you could kill the final boss by just doing physical attacks. I wonder if you do a physical attack, it does 0 damage. It's possible. Any epilogue? Is it going to ask me to save? Oh, we got an epilogue. And it's going to be a beach scene with everyone in their swimsuits. A lot of animes love to have a beach episode, right? Sort of like a cliche. Now this reminds me of Lunar, like Lunar 1. When you got Alex and Luna coming up on the ledge. Oh, look at that rainbow. God, it's beautiful. Again, in a game with so many biblical references, to have a rainbow at the end of the game is very symbolic. Like, super symbolic. A year later. Ooh. Kind of looks like the Master Sword from Zelda. It's been a long time since we've all been together like this. I can't believe a year has passed already. I know. I wonder if Marvel's in future Wild Arm games. It's the 1-year anniversary of Irving and Altasia's death. Oh, so they did end up dying. Okay. That's sad. Is it okay like this? Isn't this an important sword? It's marking their grave. Won't someone steal it if it's just left here on the grave? That's how Wild Arms 3 begins. It doesn't come out that easily, so it's no problem. Unless your name is Arthur, and then we have a problem. Aww. Sorry I'm late. Do they have twins? Aww. Okay, so it's not so bittersweet anymore. It's Ashley's bad habit to show up late on important occasions. Yeah, it's not so bittersweet anymore. They're home. He's home. He feels like he's far away, but over the year he's returned home. But, oh, how cute! Watch him have named the kids Irving and Altacia. Or some version. You got Irvy here and Casey over there. Aww, so sweet. A blue sky. That's something so common. Could be so important. You don't realize how important something is till you don't have it sometimes. For me, it's a large enemy. Yeah, I mean, she's a vampire. So right. The tale of the ordinary continues forever. That's why it's ordinary. From the past to the present. And to the future. A hero didn't save Filgaia. It was all of us living here in Filgaia that saved it. I believe there's great significance in that. Hey, hey! You got twins, right? A girl and a boy? Have you decided on a name? That's what I want to know. I want to know what they named them. Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. Come on, let me introduce you to our kids. Come on. Tell me! Tell me! Protagonist of Wild Arms 3. I guess it's more embarrassing. Just say it! What pretty names? Just say it! The names of these kids are the sweetest and purest in all of Filgaia. Grim. Really? I guess. Even if they get lost along the way, be sure to protect them. They didn't tell us the names! Last time I miss it? We're never alone, right? Right? Oh, the babies are adorable. Look at them. Amazing graphical work on that. I'm not a hero. The protagonist of this endless tale is... His face camera goes, you. The end. I wanted to know their names. Oh, man. Well, I will tell you some names that I definitely do want to give a shout out to. And that's Steel's Line, Dragon K, Crit Fanny, Enough, By Talk, Tapas, Junikati, I Like Pie, Guillermo J, Mason, Anzagao, Daddy X Dagal, Techno Trouble, and Ephemeris. Thank you all so much for supporting me through Patreon and YouTube membership. Fortunately, Patreon's having a little bit of issue with it right now, and they still haven't cleared up after like a month and a half. But if you go to my main page, there's a link to my Patreon there. I'm not the FlightlessBird podcast. I'm just FlightlessBird. Same logo there, that's over here. Or you could join YouTube membership. Thank you so much for everything that you do. An extra file containing the game clearance data will be created. It is for viewing the movie and the data from clearing the game. Not possible to return to the game from the extra file. Okay. Call it file number 1. 47 hours. Nice. Alright, my friends. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. Thank you for everything. Let me know what you feel about this game in the comment section below. And until next time, where we come back for more Wild Arms 2. So long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video and being the #1 YouTube community in all of YouTube. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear from you. And remember that you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. Always be true to yourself and never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.